Annie, and for the discussion 3.4, we had to respond to Transcendental Wild Oats by Louisa May Alcott. Alcott specifically states to live for one's principles at all cost is a dangerous speculation, and the failure of an ideal, no matter how humane and noble, is harder for the world to forgive and forget than bank robbery or the grand swindles of the corrupt politicians. And after reading this story, I've come to the conclusion that the message she is trying to convey is to follow your principles and not let others change the way you view your morals and aspects of what you've been taught throughout your life. Throughout my life, I've always been told to tell the truth, whether it is hurtful or not. In the end, telling the truth is better than lying and getting caught in the lie and having to make a bigger lie to cover up the previous one. Most of the time, it was the parents that told me to tell the truth, and that is a concept I've adapted into my life. But throughout your teenage years, there are always a select few who try and pressure you into lying. One experience I would like to share is when once I was driving around town with my friends around 10 at night. My parents allowed me to hang out with these friends on the account that we would be responsible and back by midnight. However, I did have this one friend who was wild and more outgoing, as you could say, and she wanted to venture off and attend an irresponsible party. I repeatedly asked for them to take me home before attending the party. I made a promise to my parents, and I did not intend to break it. Promise keeping is another one of my principles that I never wanted to break. Anyways, the girls refused to take me home. Even after I begged, she drove to the house where my party was taking place. The party was taking place, not mine. Although the girl had tried to pressure me into lying to my parents and staying at the party, I stood for my beliefs and called my parents within a few minutes. I believe that my views and the principle of telling the truth is much like the farmers in this story. I don't wish to change the ways because of my peer pressure, just like they didn't wish to change their ways about the pressure of forcing them to live a certain way and how they wanted to live a simpler way to be closer to God. Overall, the principles in my life are important because they make me into who I am today. Thanks to my parents and other positive influence around me, I have not been pressured into going against my beliefs to the extent that I do go against them. A principle that someone lives by is a belief that they refuse to go against in their everyday life, and that is how I am with going against lying, always telling the truth, as well as keeping my promises. And that is how I relate to the story. Thanks for listening.